Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English with Cheri, the podcast for A1 to A2 English learners. I'm your host, Cheri, and I am so happy you're here to practice with me today. Today, we have a very special guest with us. My friend Nic is joining the conversation. Hi, Nic. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Cheri. Thanks so much for having me. It's great to be here.
We're so excited to have you. So, our topic for today is a place many of us go to exercise. We are talking about the gym.
Oh, the gym. Yes, a place I know. Well, a place I try to know well.
I feel that. So let's start there. Are you a regular gym goer? Do you go to the gym often?
I try to be. I really do. I aim for maybe 3 times a week. But, life happens. Sometimes it's only once a week or none.
Right. It can be hard to find the motivation. For our listeners, motivation is that feeling of wanting to do something. So what's your motivation to go, Nic?
That's a good question. I think it's just the feeling I have after. After I finish my workout, I feel so much better. More energy, less stress. That's what I try to remember when I don't want to go.
Oh, exactly. That post-workout feeling is the best. So, okay, you've decided to go. You have the motivation. What do you pack in your gym bag?
Okay, gym bag essentials. Number 1, a water bottle. You have to stay hydrated.
Definitely.
Then, a small towel and my headphones. I cannot work out without music.
Headphones are a must for me too. It helps me focus. What about a change of clothes?
Sometimes, yeah. If I'm going somewhere after the gym, I'll pack clothes and use the showers there. But usually, I just go home.
Same here. Okay, so we're at the gym, we walk in. What's the first thing you do?
I go to the front desk and scan my membership card. You know, the little card that says you can come in.
Right, your membership card. Or sometimes you can use an app on your phone. Then it's off to the locker room to drop off your stuff.
Exactly. Find a locker, put my bag in, and then it's time to warm up.
Yes, the warm-up is so important. For listeners, a warm-up is a short, gentle exercise you do at the beginning to get your body ready. What do you usually do to warm up, Nic?
I usually walk on the treadmill for about 5 to 10 minutes. Just a nice, easy walk to get the blood flowing. Maybe some light stretching too.
That's a perfect warm-up. The treadmill is a great machine for that. It's the machine you can walk or run on. So after your warm-up, where do you go? Are you a cardio person or a weights person?
A bit of both. I usually start with weights and then finish with some cardio.
Okay, interesting. I do the opposite. I start with cardio to get my heart rate up, and then I do weights.
See, everyone is different. So for weights, I like to use the dumbbells. Those are the short weights you hold in each hand.
Right, dumbbells. And how do you structure your workout? Do you do sets and reps?
Yeah, exactly. So for example, I might do 3 sets of 10 reps for a bicep curl.
Let's explain that. So a rep is short for repetition. It's one single time you do the exercise, and a set is a group of those reps. So Nic does the exercise 10 times, takes a short rest, and does that 2 more times. 3 sets of 10 reps.
You explained that perfectly, way better than I could have.
I'm just doing my job. So after your weight training, you do cardio. What's your favorite cardio machine?
I like the stationary bike. You know, the bicycle that doesn't move. I can put on a video on my phone and just cycle for 20 or 30 minutes. It goes by pretty fast.
That's a good way to do it. I sometimes use the elliptical machine. It's kind of like walking in the air. It's easier on the knees than running on the treadmill.
Oh yeah, the elliptical is great. I use that sometimes too. It's a really good full body workout.
It is. What about gym classes? Do you ever take any classes, like yoga or spinning?
I haven't actually. I'm a little nervous to try them. I feel like I wouldn't know what to do.
You should try one. They're really fun. The instructor shows you everything. I love yoga classes. It's great for stretching and relaxing at the end of the day. You just need a yoga mat.
Okay, maybe I will. You've convinced me. But speaking of being around other people at the gym, that reminds me. What about gym etiquette? You know, all the unwritten rules about how to behave.
Oh yes, gym etiquette. That's such an important topic. For our listeners, etiquette means the polite way to behave in different situations. At the gym, there are definitely some rules everyone should follow.
Exactly. Number one rule for me, always wipe down the equipment after you use it. Nobody wants to use a machine covered in someone else's sweat.
Absolutely, that's basic hygiene. Most gyms have paper towels and cleaning spray available. And speaking of hygiene, what about gym showers? Any rules there?
Oh, definitely. Always wear flip-flops or shower shoes. You don't want to walk barefoot on those floors. And keep your shower time reasonable. Other people are waiting too.
Good point. What about sharing equipment? I think that's a big one. Don't hog a machine. That means don't use it for too long when others are waiting.
Right. And if someone asks, how many sets do you have left? Be honest. If you have 3 more sets, tell them. Maybe they can work in between your sets or they'll know to come back later.
That's so thoughtful. Another big rule, always put your weights back where they belong. Re-rack your weights, as they say. Don't leave dumbbells scattered around the floor.
Oh, that drives me crazy. And don't be too loud. I mean, a little grunting during a heavy lift is normal, but don't scream or drop weights unnecessarily. Be respectful of others trying to focus.
Exactly. And respect personal space. Don't stand too close to someone who's exercising. Give them room to move safely. These simple rules just make the gym a better place for everyone.
Absolutely. Speaking of exercising properly, can we talk about specific exercises? I'd love to get better at some of the basic movements.
Of course, good form is so important. Let's talk about some basic exercises. What about squats? Do you know how to do a proper squat?
I think so. You stand with your feet shoulder width apart, then sit back like you're sitting in an invisible chair. Keep your chest up and your knees behind your toes. Is that right?
That's pretty good. I'd add push through your heels when you stand back up and try to go down until your thighs are parallel to the floor. Squats work your leg muscles, your quadriceps, hamstrings, and glutes.
What about push-ups? I struggle with those. I can maybe do 5 regular push-ups before I have to switch to knee push-ups.
That's totally normal. Push-ups are hard. The key is to keep your body in a straight line from your head to your toes. Don't let your hips sag or stick up. And knee push-ups are a great way to build strength.
Do you follow any kind of schedule? Like, do you work different muscle groups on different days?
I try to. I usually do upper body one day, that's arms, chest, shoulders, and back, then lower body another day, legs and glutes. And I always try to include some core work, that's your abdominal muscles.
That sounds like a good plan. What are your fitness goals? Are you trying to lose weight, build muscle, or just stay healthy?
Mostly just stay healthy and feel strong. I'm not trying to become a bodybuilder or anything. Speaking of the gym, do you have any funny gym stories or embarrassing moments?
Oh my gosh, yes. When I first started going to the gym, I was so intimidated. I remember spending 20 minutes trying to figure out how to adjust a seat on a machine. I was too embarrassed to ask for help.
I think we've all been there. I remember once I loaded a barbell with different weights on each side by accident. When I tried to rack it, one side was so much heavier that it almost fell over.
Oh no, the gym can be really intimidating when you're starting out. Everyone else seems to know exactly what they're doing, and you feel like everyone is watching you.
But the truth is, most people are focused on their own workouts. And if you do ask for help, most people are really friendly. I've learned so much just by asking someone, "Can you show me how this works?"
That's so true. Now I actually enjoy helping newer people when they ask. We were all beginners once. Anyway, going back to our gym routine. After all this working out and socializing, what's the very last thing you do before you leave?
For me, at the end, I usually wipe down the machine and then I pack my bag slowly. I'm always a little tired at that point.
Yeah, same. I'd like to take a quick look around too, just to make sure I didn't forget anything.
Oh, that's smart. I once forgot my water bottle.
That happens all the time. And then you just walk out, right?
Yeah, and it feels really good.
Exactly. Even a short workout feels like an achievement.
That's beautiful. And it's so true. Most gym goers are happy to help. Now, after going for a while, have you developed any little rituals or habits? Like, do you always do certain things in a certain order?
Definitely. I always start by checking in, then I go straight to my locker to put my stuff away. Then I grab a cup of water from the fountain. It's like my little pre-workout ritual.
And I always do my warm up in the same corner of the gym. It's become comforting, you know?
I love that. Having routines helps so much. What about music? You mentioned headphones earlier. Do you have special workout music or do you listen to the same things you normally like?
Oh, I have completely different playlists for the gym. Lots of upbeat songs with strong beats, nothing too slow or sad that would kill my energy. What about you? Do you change your music depending on what exercise you're doing?
Sometimes fast songs for cardio and maybe something with a steady rhythm for weightlifting. Music really does make such a difference. Well, after all this working out, chatting, and getting energized, what's the very last thing you do before you leave? The cool down. Just like the warm up is important at the start, the cool down is super important at the end.
Right, so what does that involve?
For me, it's a lot of stretching. I hold each stretch for about 30 seconds. It really helps prevent your muscles from getting too sore the next day.
Yes, being sore. When your muscles hurt a little bit after exercise. I am very familiar with that feeling.
Me too. But it's a good sore, you know? It feels like you accomplished something.
Totally, a good sore. After my cool down, I head back to the locker room, grab my stuff, and go home. Usually feeling tired, but really good.
Energized. That's the word I would use. Well, this has been a great conversation, Nick. I feel like we covered a full trip to the gym.
We did, from motivation to cool down.
Okay, now, for all our amazing listeners, let's do a comprehensive vocabulary recap. We used so many great words today. This is perfect for building your gym vocabulary. Let's review them in detail. First, we had membership card. This is the card that proves you are a member of the gym.
You need it to get in.
Next, warm up. Remember, this is the gentle exercise you do at the beginning. For example, I always warm up for 5 minutes before I lift weights. Then we have the opposite, cool down. This is the gentle stretching you do at the end of your workout.
Super important.
We talked about the treadmill, which is the walking and running machine, and dumbbells, the small weights you hold in your hands. Let's start with gym equipment. We mentioned dumbbells. These are the small weights you hold in your hands. For example, I'm doing bicep curls with 5-pound dumbbells. We also talked about the treadmill, the machine you walk or run on. Then we have etiquette, the polite way to behave. Good gym etiquette means wiping down equipment after use. And hygiene, keeping yourself and your surroundings clean. Personal hygiene is important at the gym.
Don't forget the exercise terms. Upper body and lower body. These describe different parts of your body. Today is my upper body workout day.
We talked about muscle groups too. Your core means your abdominal muscles, the muscles in your stomach area. Planks are great for strengthening your core. And glutes are your buttocks muscles. Squats work your glutes and legs. Some gym behavior words. Hog means to use something for too long. Don't hog the equipment when others are waiting. And re-rack means to put weights back where they belong. Please re-rack your weights after use.
And don't forget intimidating, when something makes you feel nervous or scared. The gym felt intimidating at first, but now I love it.
Let me add a few more important words. Hydrated means having enough water in your body. It's important to stay hydrated during your workout. And cardio is short for cardiovascular exercise, exercise that gets your heart pumping faster.
And don't forget form. That means the correct way to do an exercise. Good form is more important than lifting heavy weights.
Great point. Also, fitness goals. These are the things you want to achieve with exercise. My fitness goal is to run a 5K race. And routine means the regular set of exercises you do. I follow the same workout routine every week. Some more equipment words. Barbell. That's the long bar you add weight plates to. And weight plates, the round, flat weights you put on barbells. I loaded the barbell with 2 10-pound weight plates on each side.
And work in. That's when you share equipment with someone by taking turns between sets. Can I work in with you on this machine? And sets and reps. That was a good one. A rep is one time, a set is a group of times.
Yes. And finally, the feeling you might have the next day. Sore, when your muscles ache a little. My legs are so sore after my run yesterday.
The good kind of pain.
Exactly. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Nic, thank you so much for joining us and sharing your gym routine. It was so much fun.
Thanks again for having me, Cheri. This was really fun.
And thank you to all of you for listening. We hope this conversation helps you feel more comfortable at the gym.
Next time you go, maybe try one new phrase.
And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our next episode.
See you next time.
Bye.